The Wound Care Center at Preston Memorial Hospital is dedicated to helping you heal as quickly as possible. We offer a wide range of diagnostic services and therapies to help not only heal your wounds, but to help prevent further wound problems. Our compassionate team will evaluate your case and work to educate you on why you have a non-healing wound, as well as create a treatment plan, sometimes as often as your first visit. To begin your healing journey, call our Wound Healing Center today to schedule an appointment at 304-329-3348.
Hi, Kent and Melissa with Delano's Furniture. For nearly 50 years, our family store has been known for low prices, great customer service, and quality home furnishings.
Our nationwide low price guarantee means you'll save more on name brands like Catnapper,
Best,
Von Bassett,
Serta,
Franklin,
and the Almost Heaven mattress collection made right here in West Virginia. If you want to spend more at an overpriced big furniture store, that's your business.
But at Delano's, our business is to save you money.
So come in and see for yourself and experience
the Delano's difference.
Ed B, do you know why I stopped you? Well, your sticker is dead, wires are coming out of your tires, and I heard your brakes squealing from way back yonder. You need to get to the tire ladies, get in alignment, get the brakes put on this thing, get it inspected, and while you're there, you might as well get your oil changed. And if you don't, next time I see you, you're getting a ticket. Barney, put that bullet away.
Rainbow Tire, the tire lady takes care of me.
At the Landing Dental Spa, our goal is to provide quality dental care at a relaxed spa-like atmosphere. Dental chairs with heat and massage, warm neck wraps, and personal TVs make your appointment as stress-free as possible. Located off the Pierpont exit, now accepting new patients of any age. Call 304-594-2200 today and visit our website at www.thelandingdentalspa.com to schedule an appointment. The Landing Dental Spa, a healthy smile with peace of mind.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome into the castle once again. Steve Blake along with Terry Cochran and the whole crew here to bring you coverage of this battle between 5 and 6 teams, the Preston Knights and the Phillip Barbour Colts here in the castle. And we've got a special treat tonight, courtside with Paul Kuntz and a couple of Preston players is Terry Cochran, and we're going over there right now.
All right, Coach, come in here tonight with pretty much identical records with Phillip Barbour. Tell us a little bit about Phillip Barbour and what you expect out of them tonight.
Well, they play a lot of tough 1-3-1 defense. They play man-to-man. We've been working hard on some 1-3-1 zone busters, so I'm anxious to see what the guys have tonight because they've worked real hard on it the past few days. And, I know they're going to be scrappy. They lost their point guard a couple weeks ago, so they're maybe having a little trouble bringing the ball up. We're going to press them. We're going to come out and get after it, and we're going to run and gun tonight.
That sounds like a great plan. I want to talk to Nick here for a second. Nick, you come in here tonight. You're only about 11 points out from being in the top 10 of all Preston scores. How does that make you feel, bub?
Makes me feel really good. I worked and I looked up to the guys when they were scoring, and now I'm one of them, so it feels really good.
I know you've worked hard on a few aspects of your game. What do you feel you've really accomplished this year?
Really individually, I keep going to work. I never stop.
That's great. Jaden here has probably progressed as one of the best point guards around, and you got a lot to do with the points this guy scores.
Yeah, for sure.
All those dimes you drop in on him.
Absolutely.
You ever kid him about all those points being half yours?
Yeah, he owes me dinner soon, so I'm getting all those assists to him. He owes me a lunch.
You guys ready for tonight?
Yes, sir.
All right, I want you to put them on him. Nick, have a good game. Paul, back over to Steve.
Thank you, Terry, and good to see these youngsters back in action here. Delays and difficulty in scheduling and rescheduling due to the flu bug that has hit widely across the state of West Virginia and has decimated schedules all over the area. But the Knights have managed to avoid most of the illness, and they're back in action here for the first time in a few days. These two teams diverging a little bit. Preston coming in here off of a good quality win, and the Colts, unfortunately for them, having suffered the loss of their point guard, they're on a 4-game losing streak. Coming in here trying to turn it around in the Castle, and I'm sure they will bring much effort up the road with them here as we get set to get this one underway. But Preston, if they can come out fast, control the tempo of this one, I think they can end up dominating this Phillip Barbour team, unless Phillip Barbour can get hot shooting the ball off the perimeter. We saw a couple of really good preliminary matches. Both the freshman and the JV contests were exciting and challenging, and Preston prevailed in both of those. So we're hoping for the same sort of a situation here in the varsity contest, that the Knights can come in here, work hard, continue to improve their game, play good defense, and bring home a win here this evening.
Steve, they're like mirror images of each other, these two teams. Both come in with the 5-6 record. Preston averaging 66 points, but giving up 68. Phillip Barbour, on the other hand, they're scoring 64 points, right with them, and giving up 64. So just like mirror images of one another. The only thing that's going to hurt Phillip Barbour tonight is the loss of that point guard. He meant a lot to that team. We're almost ready to get underway with the national anthem and the starting lineups. So I believe we're going to take it down to courtside, Steve.
Yeah, we'll go courtside here momentarily. As you mentioned, Terry, these teams kind of mirror images of one another. If Preston has an advantage, it's in a little bit of additional height and leaping ability. But the Colts, they're very quick. They have decent size. They've got some wide bodies that they can put into the paint. A couple of 170-plus pounders that can get in there and try to push things around. I think one of the big keys for Preston is we can't let our bigs get in foul trouble early.
Yeah, I agree 100%, Steve. I like to see Nick Smith really come out and assert himself tonight, try to move up on that scoring plateau and get some good help out of a couple of his entourage, and Austin Matheny and Zach Shannon. I'd like to see those two boys break out tonight.
Well, the horn sounds, and we're ready to go courtside now here in the Castle. So let's go down to the floor for our national anthem at this time. Nicely done, and applause breaks out in the student section as the Knight cheerleading squad takes the floor now to entertain the audience here during pregame ceremonies. In the castle once more, and glad you could be here for this broadcast of Preston Knight varsity basketball.
Carly Tipp, Caitlin Miller, junior Madeline Tree, sophomore Riley Poe, freshman Hannah Branham, Emma Calvert, Taylor Holt, Haley McKenzie, Natalie Stemple, and Liera Rivera.
Nice job by the young ladies of the cheer squad. And now we'll get set to meet the Phillip Barbour Colts.
Number 3, Trenton Wiley. Number 4, Gage Bibby.
Coming out is Trenton Whited. Number 3 be followed up by Gage Bibby. Number 4. Number 10 will be Josiah Matlick. Number 15, Logan Ball, and Joshua Watson rounds up the top 5 for the Phillip Barbour Colts.
And as we suspected, Terry, they'll put a little size on the floor here, see if they can slow the Knights down inside and match up well with Preston.
All right, it's nighttime here in the castle.
Starting at guard, a 5'11" junior, number 31, Jaden Foltz.
Out first, number 31, Jaden Foltz.
Number 23, Austin Matheny.
Next out,
at guard, a 6'3" senior, number 15,
number 23, Austin Matheny. Here's your leading scorer and captain, number 15, Nick Smith.
Number 5, Byron Brandt.
Number 5, Byron Brandt.
Number 12, Zach Shannon.
And rounding out the starting 5, number 12, Zach Shannon.
Same good-looking group we've seen as they have matured over the first half of this season, Terry, and as we wind toward, believe it or not, the end of January 2020. I think they're ready to make some noise in the region and ready to make some noise in this non-conference game tonight.
Nick Smith comes in averaging 22.8 points per game. He only needs 11 points to become number 10 all-time leading scorer in Preston history. He's followed by Austin Matheny. He's averaging 10.6. Zach Shannon, 10.8. Jaden Foltz averaging 12.8. So we got a good lineup, starting lineup for the Knights tonight. And we're ready to get underway in the castle. Tip controlled by Phillip Barbour. Preston in that familiar 1-2-2. They have Brandt out front with Nick back on the baseline. Normally they'll put him up top, give him a little more height. Colts will work it around the perimeter, trying to find a way in. They go down deep, and a good-looking shot up on the glass, scores it. That's number 10, Josiah Matlick. And a turnover, and Matlick will score again. So pressure right from the beginning against the Knights caused the turnover. Matheny right at the foul stripe, drills one.
Good answer from the Knights right there with Matheny scoring that one, Terry. Yes, That came from an area that the Colts didn't expect.
Big block by Matheny down on the other end as Watson went up for a layup. He was wide open, and out of nowhere, Matheny blocked it up against the board, causing a turnover. So back to the Knights. Matheny to inbounds right in front of the Knight bench. Get it quickly across the timeline. Run a double low post for Matheny. Matheny down on the baseline. Beautiful baseline jumper, scores it.
And right now it's Phillip Barbour 4, Austin Matheny 5.
Good looking fast break, didn't go, but a putback by Matlick puts the Colts back in front. Up and down game quickly so far out of both teams.
Matlick, an excellent rebounder, and he's determined to outdo the Knights on the board here this evening if he can.
Colts thought he had Matheny open, tried a cross-court pass, didn't go, and quickly Phillip Barbour makes him pay. Matlick scores it again. 8-5 in favor of the Colts. Now Smith will bomb one from deep. Doesn't go. In and out. He cuts off the guard as he tried to get it across the timeline. Shot over top the backboard. That was Bibby.
Preston facing full court pressure here as they get set to inbound.
They get it into Jaden. Matheny trap, gets through the double team, but now quick hands of Bibby knocks it away, and the Colts are back on offense. But a good steal, and here comes Nick Smith. Nice pass, entry pass from Jaden Foltz down to Shannon. He knows what to do with it. Put it on the glass and score it.
Back to a one-point contest, and the Colts off and running.
What a dime that was from Jaden Foltz down to Shannon that time. Back on the other end, a tie-up with Shannon and Matlick. Possession error in favor of Preston. Down one, 8-7 here early in the first period.
Some folks coming into this contest might have thought that the Colts on a 4-game losing streak and with injury problems would be a pushover. I'm going to tell you that's not the case. Never thought that was the case.
We'll call an offensive foul on Nick Smith. It's pretty questionable.
Well, he did extend the arm a little bit at the elbow there. And I think that's what the official was looking at when he called it.
Nice dump down right on the blocks. They found number 15, Logan Ball. He scores it.
Colts race out to dual figures, the first team to get to 10. And that out of bounds is going to belong to Phillip Barbour.
Yeah, off the fingertips of one of the Knights. Now here comes the Colts under pressure. They bring it up. And a good block on the other side by Shannon. Saves the layup. Back comes Foltz, pushing it up floor. Now Nick will bring it back out and set it up. But Jaden decided he's going to pop one anyways. Couldn't get it to go, and back comes the Colts. Quickly. Oh, nice pass down on the baseline into a wide open cutter. That's Thomas Knight with his first 2 points of the ball game. (12-7) in favor of the Colts. So far, the outside shooting of the Knights has not been where they would like it to be.
Well, that coupled with the fact that they've just been one and done too many times here early in this contest, and that's exactly the kind of game up and down the floor that Phillip Barbour wants to get into here. They want to limit the Knights' shots on goal and see how fast they can push it into the offensive end.
Coach Kuntz has seen enough of that press break that the Phillies been running up and down the floor and with wide open layup chances. He's backed it off now, back to his normal zone. 1-2-2. Shot from outside, rebound. Smith clears the boards. He'll bring it up himself across the timeline and set up. Matheny with a long shot, but a rebound tracked down by Brandt. Now they get it into Shannon. Good look. An excellent look by Jaden Foltz to find Shannon down open. And he scores it.
Back to a one-possession contest.
But right away, they go deep into the paint to number 25, Joshua Watson. Fight for the rebound underneath. It's going to stay with Preston. And call's going to go against 25. Watson, his first. It's only the team's first. Jaden looking around, gets it over to Smith. Smith hands the ball to Matheny, but he lost the handle and a run out the other way, all the way and blocked. But they're going to call the foul on Bryant on Brandt. He thought he had a clean block, but that's going to put Josiah Matlick to the line.
Yeah, Byron Brandt looked at the official like, sir, are you sure that wasn't all ball? And the Knights are going to bring in some help from the bench here now, try and change things up a little.
Second team foul for Preston. Now reach. They caught Josiah Matlick reaching in on Smith. So with 1:42 here in the period, Knights down 15-9 to these Colts from Phillip Barbour. They have Matheny trapped and a timeout.
Yeah, Paul Kuntz has seen enough, and he calls the timeout, runs down to the baseline and catches the official in the corner there, demands a timeout to get the Knights out of trouble there. And Phillip Barbour triple-teamed the ball off the inbounds, and they were very, very quickly trying to tie that one up and nearly able to do so right there. In that situation, the Knights with 1:34 to go in this first period, and having gotten off to a bit of a slow start, they need a little something to change the tone of this contest here early. And you take a look into the Colt huddle, they got to be fairly pleased with the way this first quarter has gone thus far, lacking their best point guard and ball handler due to injury. They came out here, and when the Knights settled back into the zone, they didn't blink. They continued to work hard, get that ball inside. Made it a little more difficult for them to do so. Hopefully, we can convince Mr. Matlick to foul a little bit more because he's been their key on the glass.
Yeah, him and Josiah Watson. Watson's a big body also. They're giving him some trouble down low. They get it into Fultz. Fultz quickly back to Matheny, and they'll get it across the timeline, break that press. Right away, Seibert gets tagged with a personal.
There was a lot of very early contact in this game, Terry, but that one the official called a little closer than previously.
Phillip Barbour out in a man-to-man right now. What? So they've changed out of their defense. Now Fultz takes a look. He's going to pop from the elbow off the mark. Almost a steal. Back the other way. Quickly down the floor on that fast break chance. They take it. 35. Williams scores it. And a block on the other end by Whited. And that brings the Phillip Barbour bench up with a big yell. Knights down 17-9 right now. Smith, I believe, is held scoreless in this first period, and that'll be probably the first we've seen that all season. Jaden drives to the hole, he'll get fouled. Splits two defenders, takes it on in. He'll get to the charity stripe. 35 seconds.
Does not hurt if the Knights could pick up a couple points here with the clock stopped. Although we've got a lot of time left in this game. Colts closes it to a 6-point deficit.
Nice floater in and out. Good rebound out of there comes Matheny. He's doing a yeoman's job on the boards tonight for the Knights. Keeping them in it. Ball comes out onto the floor. Something got away. So we got a stop in action with 10 seconds to go. Get it into Jaden. Jaden drives, he finds Smith. Smith's gonna put it up from deep, off the rim, no good. 2 seconds left. Matheny's blocked. Right at the buzzer. So that will end the first quarter. And our Knights are down by a score of 17-11 to the Phillip Barbour Colts.
All right, little 6-point deficit to dig themselves out of as we take the break here for these messages on your hometown TV station. And we'll be right back here in the castle.
When it comes to buying a new mattress, there's so many choices. Memory foam, number up, number down, purple this, temper that. Even the Friendly Ghost claims to have the best sleep product.
Hi, Kent and Melissa with Delano's Furniture and Mattress. We'd like to encourage you to come and see the best made mattress sets in America, and at less than you'll pay for that overpriced fad mattress set of the day.
So what does make a good mattress?
Number 1, an American-made product, no hidden imported materials. Number 2, a pocketed coil individual support system that contours to your body and allows motion separation between partners. And number 3, a double-sided mattress, a mattress you can rotate and flip for years of comfort, support, and restful sleep. This, along with high-quality support and pressure relief foam, creates the best sleep surface anywhere.
So before you run to your nearest Mattress Mart or buy something you see on the internet, make the short drive to Delano's and try our Almost Heaven mattress sets. The world's best made mattress sets made right here in West Virginia. Come experience
the Delano's difference.
Recent studies have shown that people who complete a cardiac rehabilitation program can increase their life expectancy by up to 5 years. Preston Memorial Hospital's cardiac rehab team helps you begin and maintain a treatment plan that works for you. They offer education and support to make healthy lifestyle changes that fit your needs. We're here to help you live longer and enjoy life. Most insurance plans are accepted. Please contact your doctor or our cardiac rehab center at 304-329-3429.
Ed B, do you know why I stopped you? Well, your sticker is dead, wires are coming out of your tires, and I heard your brakes squealing from way back yonder. You need to get to the tire ladies, get in alignment, get the brakes put on this thing, get it inspected, and while you're there, you might as well get your oil changed. And if you don't, next time I see you, you're getting a ticket. Barney, put that bullet away.
Rainbow Tire, the tire lady takes care of me.
At the Landing Dental Spa, our goal is to provide quality dental care at a relaxed spa-like atmosphere. Dental chairs with heat and massage, warm neck wraps, and personal TVs make your appointment as stress-free as possible. Located off the Pierpont exit, now accepting new patients of any age. Call 304-594-2200 today and visit our website at www.thelandingdentalspa.com to schedule an appointment. The Landing Dental Spa, a healthy smile with peace of mind.
Back here in Kingwood, and it's a little heated in the night huddle right now. Coach Paul Kuntz not real happy with the first quarter effort of his Knights, or, well, the results of their effort. I think the boys clearly showed that they came to play, but things are just a tick off right now, and we're letting the Phillip Barbour Colts control the tempo a bit over much here. The Knights have got to slow that ball and stop that ball and not give them easy drives right to the rim.
Well, it's the first time in a long time I saw Nick Smith not score in the first period. They're going to have to find a way to get him untracked in this second period and get things going for the Knights.
Little slump in the first, although he had some open shots, just couldn't quite make them fall. He'll work his way through that.
I get it into Shannon, now out to Matheny. Misses from the three. Shannon puts it back up, but a good rebound out of there from Gage Bibby. And Colts back on the fast break. And Byron Brant's forced to foul Joshua Watson as he had great position on that rebound.
That'll be, I think, Byron's
second
foul, team third.
Rebound Shannon off that miss. Here comes Foltz. Nice little skip. Big rebound underneath by J.C. Harris. He's pounded to the floor. Second foul on Watson. That's the 16th foul on Phillip Barbour. Back into Shannon, no good. JC tried to tip it in, it wouldn't go. Back the other way, a run out by Phillip Barbour. And a great turnaround down on the blocks. And put back by Matlick. They get Logan Ball with the call.
Little hook on the outlet pass there.
That should put Preston into the 1-and-1. Should put JC to the line. Harris makes good on the first, front end of the 1-1.
Couple of things have not gone well early for the Knights here in this contest. Free throw shooting is not one of them. They've done well from the line here early.
Good job by Matheny to tip that ball out. They're loading the box down low and looking for Matlick. And they flash into the post at Logan Ball. Matlick's got good hands underneath, and he got the ball over to Ball, and Ball knew what to do with it. Put it up on the glass. Gets fouled. He'll go to the line. That's Austin's first.
Still just the fourth team foul for Preston here.
Colts come in here not intimidated at all. And they are playing a strong first half. Back comes Smith. All the way to the hole, gets it on the glass. He was bumped hard, no call. Phillip Barbour quickly on defense that time. And a big tray from outside increases that lead. That's Maverick Williams. They stretch the lead to 24-13 over the Knights. Shannon with the rebound. He's clobbered under there. We'll go to the charity stripe.
Knights beginning to do a little better on the offensive board, Terry, but need these second chance opportunities to result in scoring one way or the other. And that's not the case with the first free throw, up and off the mark.
Shannon drops in the second. Makes it a 10-point contest here in the second period. Knights are down. Shot taken, rattles over the top of the backboard by Williams. So out to the Knights.
And here come the Colts with 4 men in the backcourt here, pressing hard.
Great job to get the ball into Shannon, and he dribbles it over the rim.
Zach kept that one interesting as we had to wait to see what that ball was going to do.
Nice entry pass by J.C. Harris. Oh, big shot from deep once again from Williams. That's his second tray of this period.
2 quick threes by the Colts, and they've extended their lead out to 11 here, despite the best efforts of the Knights.
Call goes against number 5, Thomas Knight, his first personal. Sends Jaden Fultz to the charity stripe. He can cut this to a 9-point game if he can get both to go. Get it under 10 with 5 to go. We got a chance to knock that lead down and get back in this contest. Back to 9.
And Jaden remains perfect at the line here so far on the evening.
Trevor Thomas into the game now for Preston. He'll give him a little of that football mentality. Man, this guy is on fire. Maverick Williams, we're going to have to get someone in his face. He is just lighting it up.
Foltz up with the floater. It doesn't go, and a tie-up underneath. Possession arrow in favor of the Colts. Man, but we got to put someone in the face of Maverick Williams. He's just having a tremendous game so far. The
Knights have got to get that perimeter under control here, Terry.
Back he comes again, off the mark. Hit the back of the iron and over top of the backboard, out to Preston. Now we need a run. Got to get Nick Smith untracked. He has yet to score in this contest. Get it down to JC. JC to Shannon. Couldn't get it to go.
Midway through the second period, the Knights are struggling a little bit in close.
Had a good look from Zach. Boom! Outside Maverick Williams with his 4th tray of this period. When you're feeling it, you're feeling it. Harris will take one from deep, doesn't go. Shannon had the rebound and gets fouled. That's most of our points have come from the charity stripe here in this second period, Steve. We've only got one field goal from the field in the second period. The rest of it's all come from the charity stripe.
And you have to give Phillip Barbour credit. They've taken advantage of the Knights' slow start here.
They can't afford to let them stretch it out much farther.
First shot is up and rims out.
Daniel Long about to check in. Jaden Foltz will take a break here before the end of the half. Shannon gets the second one to go. He'll come out as Daniel Long will take his place. So now we got Nick Smith along with Trevor Thomas, J.C. Harris, Daniel Long, and Mr. Matheny, Austin Matheny in the game for Preston. That was a travel putback, no good. Good job on the boards by Williams. He's been everything for them. He didn't even start this game.
Yeah,
Steve.
Working his way through traffic there and nearly had his pocket picked a couple of times, but did a nice job getting to the rim.
Now the Knights go to man, put more pressure. We got Daniel Long on Williams, little taller body. Williams going to take another bomb from outside. It's an air ball this time. And back comes Preston. Matheny drives it up the floor. He thinks better of it and backs out. Now Nick's going to go to the hole. And he's tagged before he gets in.
Yep.
That was Williams.
Whistle came just as he cleared the left side of the stack up in the lane there.
This could be the first points from Mr. Smith tonight. Comes at the 3:02 mark in the second period. The second one rims out. They run a curl down, and what a nice shot. Good body control. And that's number 5, Thomas Knight. He scores it. And we'll go to the line for the and one. Give him the and one. 3 points the old-fashioned way. And a steal and a run out the other way. Preston careless with the ball. And wow, Phillip Barbour is just having their way with the Knights right now.
Pressure comes on number 4, Bibby. Puts Smith back to the line. Bibby didn't like the call, and he almost got teed up that time.
Young man needs to pay a little more attention because his team's winning right now. He doesn't want to do anything to change that.
Coach realized that and took him out. I didn't see if Nick made the first free throw.
No.
All right.
Second one's good.
Harris guarding Seibert closely. And there's a steal by JC. He's going to go the other way. All the way to the hole, gets fouled. A good job by Jeremy Seibert to stop JC Harris on the layup. Broke his concentration, but JC will go to the line. Free throws are critical now for the Knights. All their points coming from the charity stripe here in the second period. JC 3 for 3 so far from the line here in period number 2. And gets that one to roll around the rim and drop in finally. Now they go back to pressure. Preston putting full court pressure on the Colts. They get it in. Long has him trapped in the corner, but they get it out of there. And Bibby brings it across, or that's Knight brings it across the timeline, and they set back up. Cross-court pass by Matlick gets tipped out of there by Brandt. Luckily for Phillip Barbour, almost a turnover. Whited will inbounce. Oh, gets it underneath, but a block by Smith. And they're going to call Smith with the foul. Boy, that looked like all ball.
It sure did. It sounded like it too from this location, but the official, closer than we are, says contact made. I think the Knight coaches are taking exception to that as well.
Yeah. Looked like a clean block to me from where I was standing.
First free throw is up and off, and Smith will come over, take a breather here real quick so as not to get in deeper foul trouble, and the second one bounces around and drops through.
Oh, almost a turnover. Now run out the other way to Thomas. Thomas should have just went ahead and took it on up.
Yeah, that was a case of being unnecessarily unselfish with the ball.
Yeah, Trevor had the layup and just didn't take it. Tried to get a pass back to Long. Cost him. Nice slicing move into the paint by Whited. Extends that lead for the Colts. They get it to JC. JC misses the layup. Point blank. That was a good defensive play by Trevor Thomas.
Even with his back turned.
That looked like he was playing defensive back for the Knights. But then,
yeah, not his usual position of quarterback that time. Timeout in the action at the 1:21 mark. And the wind is kind of going out of the Knights' sails here a little bit early in this one, Terry. But I'm sure that there are going to be some big adjustments made at halftime by Coach Kuntz and his staff.
Somehow we've got to get Jaden Foltz and Nick Smith untracked from outside the arc.
I saw assistant coach Jeremy Bodkin over there hitching up his pants right now, getting ready for halftime. Tell you what, when a coach that big wants to make an adjustment, you're going to make the adjustment. He looks like he's got some input to give the Knights.
Well, Watson, along with number 10 Matlick, has just gave them fits, but then off the bench walks Maverick Williams, who just cans 4 threes in that second period. What do you do about that?
Well, and those were really the big difference for the Colts here in the first half of play.
And I like this number 10, Josiah Matlick. He is a big-time player.
Turnover, and the Knights will take it with 1:12 on a turning clock.
Need to score some points. JC looks, he drives the baseline. Ball tipped out of his hands, but it hits the out-of-bounds line, so it'll stay with the Knights. Set a screen, nothing there. They kick it out to Brandt. Brandt looks around, finds Foltz. Nobody open. They're in a 1-2-2 defense, so Foltz will take one deep. Brandt fights for the rebound underneath, and the possession arrow stays with Preston. But only 48 ticks remain.
That rebound was huge right there.
Get it to Foltz. He's guarded closely. He'll drive down. Oh, he saw Brandt cutting towards the lane, but Byron just wasn't ready for it. Another turnover, Knights. 41-23, Phillip Barbour in command here in the first half. At the Castle. Good rebound up by J.C. Harrison. They're going to get 35, I believe. 2-5. That's going to go against Watson. That's his third personal. Picks that up with only 30 seconds to go in the first half. That's big for second half action for the Knights.
Well, it is the Colt bench, not quite as deep as they would have it be right now. And Preston getting to them a little bit, playing a small ball lineup of substitutes right now in the main.
JC having his way at the charity stripe. Oh, misses. He was almost going to be 6 for 6, and I talked him out of it. 41-24. Back in favor of Preston. Or not Preston, but Phillip Barbour. Not used to seeing this here in the Castle. The Knights have had their ways with a lot of teams this year. Stayed fairly close with even Morgantown, but Phillip Barbour's taking it right to him. Another big-time basket by Matlick.
And we saw Matlick drop the shoulder and barge in there. Knights are able to get that one back quickly enough.
Yeah, good job by Daniel Long right at the buzzer. Wow.
43-26, and the Knights on the wrong end of that at the half as we make the turn here, and we'll take a break to get some numbers together for you and update our settings, and we'll be back after these messages from the fine folks that bring you Preston Knight Varsity Basketball here on Hometown TV. Yep, go make some more popcorn because the kettle's just about empty, and you're going to need it for the second half of this one. Castle Crazies are saying we're going to turn the switch, and we're going to come back stronger in the second half. Let's see those Knights do it when we come back after this.
The Transitional Care Program at Preston Memorial Hospital is an alternative for acute patients who need a little extra help before returning home. Services include physical, occupational, and speech therapy, patient and family education, personal care assistance, individualized care plans with daily activities, and 24-hour nursing care. Our team works to ensure a smooth return to independent living. For more information on the Transitional Care Program at Preston Memorial Hospital, visit us online or call 304-791-3733.
When it comes to buying a new mattress, there's so many choices. Memory foam, number up, number down, purple this, temper that. Even the Friendly Ghost claims to have the best sleep product.
Hi, Kent and Melissa with Delano's Furniture and Mattress. We'd like to encourage you to come and see the best made mattress sets in America, and at less than you'll pay for that overpriced fad mattress set of the day.
So what does make a good mattress?
Number 1, an American-made product, no hidden imported materials. Number 2, a pocketed coil individual support system that contours to your body and allows motion separation between partners. And number 3, a double-sided mattress, a mattress you can rotate and flip for years of comfort, support, and restful sleep. This, along with high-quality support and pressure relief foam, creates the best sleep surface anywhere.
So before you run to your nearest Mattress Mart or buy something you see on the internet, make the short drive to Delano's and try our Almost Heaven mattress sets. The world's best made mattress sets made right here in West Virginia. Come experience
The Delano's difference.
Ed B, do you know why I stopped you? Well, your sticker is dead, wires are coming out of your tires, and I heard your brakes squealing from way back yonder. You need to get to the tire ladies, get in alignment, get the brakes put on this thing, get it inspected, and while you're there, you might as well get your oil changed. And if you don't, next time I see you, you're getting a ticket. Barney, put that bullet away.
Rainbow Tire, the tire lady takes care of me.
At the Landing Dental Spa, our goal is to provide quality dental care at a relaxed spa-like atmosphere. Dental chairs with heat and massage, warm neck wraps, and personal TVs make your appointment as stress-free as possible. Located off the Pierpont exit, now accepting new patients of any age. Call 304-594-2200 today and visit our website at www.thelandingdentalspa.com to schedule an appointment. The Landing Dental Spa, a healthy smile with peace of mind.
Back in the castle, a couple of minutes left in warm-up time here at the half. Terry Cochran and I are a little bit confused. What's happened to our night offense?
Yeah,
Big part of it is they've been able to wall off and deny the ball to Nick Smith, and he hasn't been able to clean the glass and get second chance opportunities. Just 2 of 4 from the free throw line in a complete half of basketball. Who would have thought Nick Smith would have 2 points right now, Terry?
No, I didn't expect that coming into this game. I look for him to have a real good game tonight. But they have played staunch defense against him, kept him out of the three-point line, which he likes to score from out there. And so far, he's 0 for from beyond the arc. And Jaden Foltz also one of the big scorers from outside the arc, not able to hit either. All his points coming in on the dribble drive. Now, it's up to Preston to turn this around in the second half, play a lot better defense. They're going to have to cut off that fast break that Phillip Barbour's put on them. They got a lot of first and second chance points on the run in that first half, and then Mr. Williams come in, drilled 3 threes for him in the second quarter. He has 11. He's the leading scorer for them right now, and he came off the bench.
The first 3 things I'm going to say are tempo, tempo, and tempo. The Colts have got to be slowed down. Going to have to put the bit on the horse and pull back on the reins a little bit here and slow them down. Got to keep Mr. Matlick off the offensive boards because they're getting way too many second chance opportunities with him in play, not to mention his scoring ability. And then, as you said, from the perimeter, who's this Maverick guy?
Yeah. And Matlick, he's done a yeoman's job, like you said, on the boards. He's got 14 for Phillip Barbour down low tonight. They've got to wall him off and keep him off the glass.
Well, the Knights having hopefully made some adjustments at halftime, and wouldn't that have been an interesting locker room?
They didn't come out till late, so I'm sure they took all the chewing that they could stand.
Well, in a constructive manner.
Brant underneath, and he gets it right to Shannon, and they score right off the tick. That's what we need to see.
Good way to start the second half here.
They doubled the low post. Phillip Barbour looking to get the ball into Matlick, and he's right there. Nice little spin move, doesn't score. And Shannon had to rebound, but lost it to Matlick, and he'll get tagged with the foul. Shannon lost the handle on that and gave it right back to Matlick, and he goes to the line. And coach not happy now.
No, Zach Shannon had a little conference with the coach from about 45 feet.
Yeah, gave him an easy basket. A couple from the charity stripe when we clearly had control of that rebound. Back to Smith. They look around. Matheny's open from the corner. Drills it from outside the arc. That's what we need to see. Austin Matheny get untracked and start burying some big-time shots. Now Smith with the steal. As they tried to get into the paint, Smith was right there to take it away. Working around the perimeter, looking back at Smith. Smith will take one from outside and gets it to go. Ends up on his can, but he stretches the net. Closes the gap, 45-34. And a rebound, Smith. Now he's went to work on the boards here in the second half already for Preston. Looking around, they're going to take their time, find the shot they need. Back to Fultz. Fultz, the little drive to the hoop. They'll call that foul on the floor against number 3, Whited, and that'll be his second personal. First team foul here in the second half. Brant was open for a second, didn't take the shot, gives it back to Smith. Smith works it around. Matheny finds Brant down under, but he misses the layup. Shannon back up with it, doesn't go, and out of there comes the Colts. Had 2 second chances and couldn't get them to drop. And then a little floater on the other side. Whited scores. Smith couldn't get the ball to Shannon, but Smith finally gets a steal, and back it comes, and Shannon scores it. A little better effort on defense now by the Knights to get some turnovers.
Back to an 11-point deficit now, and Smith turned it, and then I believe he got fouled.
Yeah, nice overplay by Smith, and that caused Matlick to grab him by the wrist. And that's the second foul on Josiah Matlick. So Phillip Barbour back in the press. They're going to break it quickly to Fultz. Fultz was trapped. Tried to give it to Smith, and he lost it out of bounds.
Knights ran out of room over there in that lane along the sideline. They needed to get the ball back into the middle of the floor where they could play a little safer with spreading it around.
Yeah, they can't afford turnovers here in the second half. Every point's got to count for Preston coming down the stretch. 47-36. in favor of Phillip Barbour. Colts come in here wide-eyed and bushy-tailed and ready to play. Caught the Knights off guard, I believe, and now they're trying to claw their way back into this.
Well, just 3 minutes into this second half, we've seen a redoubling of effort, but we've seen about twice the success for the Knights that they had in the first half. Shot free throws pretty well in most cases, but other than that, Preston having a difficult time closing out and scoring the ball, and I believe they've begun to correct it.
Good defensive stand that time by Jaden Foltz. And ball off of Phillip Barbour. But a bad play by Foltz that time. He tried to get a little cute with the basketball. Luckily, we came out of there with Phillip Barbour not scoring. Now another turnover. Almost a turnover.
Yeah, one of the Colts carried that one out of bounds, and that was fortunate for the Knights because a sloppy pass led to a big opportunity there for Phillip Barbour, and they weren't able to capitalize that time.
Now from the deep three, Austin Matheny tickles the silk, gets us back in this game. It's his second tray here in the third period. Let's heat him up. Now a block by Foltz, and we're going to get a call.
He's going to draw the foul, but my opinion is that's not a bad foul to give in that situation. Phillip Barbour has been having their way with the Knights down in the low post here, and that time he stopped the ball.
And that was his first personal, too, so he has something to give. A good foul because Thomas Knight misses the front end.
They give you 5. You might as well use 3 or 4 of them.
A great foul. He missed both. Smith with the rebound across the timeline. No foul, lots of contact. They say.
Yeah, that one could have went either way, but Nick Smith had given up the ball prior to the contact, so they're going to call that incidental. The incidental's not going to feel too good in the morning for either one of those youngsters.
No. Try to get it in. They do to Brandt. Brandt is fouled hard down in the paint.
Yeah,
Good job by Matheny to get the ball in deep.
I hate to say it, might have been just a touch of payback right there after the hard contact between Smith and one of the Colts.
I believe you're right. That's his third. That's Logan Ball's third personal.
But again, it's a spirited contest, and the officials are letting them play to a certain extent. And it's not by any means out of control.
I'd like to see the Knights score right here and get it a little bit closer before the end of the fourth period, but a lazy pass on the inbounds, almost a steal.
No, a good defensive effort. Nick Smith is used to getting up high and taking that inbounds, not being challenged for the ball.
Now they get it into Shannon down deep in the corner. He finds Foltz out front. They work the perimeter. Down to Shannon in perfect position. Turnaround on the glass. Zach Shannon. Perfect position that time down on the blocks. And a delay of game warning.
Knights impeded the ball right there and got a warning for doing so, and I couldn't tell you if that was intentional or unintentional.
Knights playing well here in the third period. Have got it down to 6. A miss and a Zach Shannon with a big-time rebound. The Knights can close this gap. And it'll come from Austin Matheny from deep. His third
tray of this period. Back come the Knights, fighting hard. Baseline jumper taken, no good, and a great rebound by Matlick. Just powers his way back up on the glass. Matheny thought about it. 2 minutes, 27 seconds here in the period. They get it to Smith. Smith's looking for Shannon. Shannon's doubled up. They do get it to him. A quick turnaround, doesn't go. And the Colts get the loose ball and back up and in on a fast break. Wow, they don't take long to score when they're on the run.
No, that's exactly the tempo and the pace that they want to go at here, because they know they're doing a good job on the offensive glass.
Good drive by Smith, got it up high on the glass, and a good cleanup by Zach Shannon. (51-46), still in favor of the Colts, and all the way to the hole. Great baseline drive. Someone's got to stop Matlick. He's just running wild. Got to put some reins on that Colt. Down to Shannon, wide open from Foltz. Good look by Mr. Foltz. Now a tie up, but they're going to call Smith, I believe. Nope, 31. That's going to go against Jaden Foltz. That's his second personal. They went for the tie up and got tagged with the personal. And a foul on the inbounds against Williams. That'll be his third personal, a push in the back, trying to get position. Foltz guarded closely by Seibert. Now Smith will take one from deep. Finally, it untracks. Whoa, Nelly, we're back in it. 53-51. And a steal, and here comes Smith. They're going to cut him off, and he almost loses the handle. Gets it to Brandt. Coach Kuntz telling him to slow down, go for this last shot. 23 ticks. Foltz looks, finds Matheny. Matheny from long range, and he is fouled. And that'll give him 3 at the charity stripe with 16 ticks.
Yeah,
on
that
the clock.
one he didn't miss. He was fouled. That's why it was off the mark.
And that'll go against Williams. I have him with 4. They only have him with 2. Isn't that? Austin, this is the first.
First one around and out.
Well, we still have a chance to tie this up before the end of the quarter. One more, and we are back to square one. Coach Kuntz up and down the bench. It's all heart, boys. It's all heart. Tie ball game. Here we go. Another turnover. Matlick loses it and almost commits a foul. Now they find Shannon. Shannon up on the glass, almost scores with time running out. Oh, it hit the back of the iron and bounced out of there, or we'd have been in the lead going into the fourth period, Steve.
Knights pulled a little magic in the latter half of that quarter, though, Terry. They were down. They were not out. They haven't been out the entire game.
The Wound Care Center at Preston Memorial Hospital is dedicated to helping you heal as quickly as possible. We offer a wide range of diagnostic services and therapies to help not only heal your wounds, but to help prevent further wound problems. Our compassionate team will evaluate your case and work to educate you on why you have a non-healing wound, as well as create a treatment plan, sometimes as often as your first visit. To begin your healing journey, call our Wound Healing Center today to schedule an appointment at 304-329-3348.
Hi, Kent and Melissa with Delano's Furniture. For nearly 50 years, our family store has been known for low prices, great customer service, and quality home furnishings.
Our nationwide low price guarantee means you'll save more on name brands like Catnapper,
Best,
Von Bassett,
Serta,
Franklin,
and the Almost Heaven mattress collection made right here in West Virginia. If you want to spend more at an overpriced big furniture store, that's your business.
But at Delano's, our business is to save you money.
So come in and see for yourself and experience
the Delano's
difference.
Ed B, do you know why I stopped you? Well, your sticker is dead, wires are coming out of your tires, and I heard your brakes squealing from way back yonder. You need to get to the tire ladies, get in alignment, get the brakes put on this thing, get it inspected, and while you're there, you might as well get your oil changed. And if you don't, next time I see you, you're getting a ticket. Barney, put that bullet away.
Rainbow Tire, the tire lady takes care of me.
Just been an incredibly slow start for Preston here, but the big thing is when they had to go away from their big guns, some of the other players that we've been looking at and wanting to see them step up. I told you Zach Shannon was going to have a breakout offensive performance, as good as he's been on defense, as good as he's been as a rebounder on both ends of the court. Tonight's that night. He's breaking into the scoring table in a big way for Preston just when they needed it. Phillip Barbour comes in here overplaying the night's big scorer, Nick Smith, slowing him down. They haven't completely stopped him. They have slowed him a lot. Haven't been able to take anything away from his defensive game.
He's almost into double figures here in the second half. He got knocked down 2 big threes. Austin Matheny, the difference, along with Zach Shannon. 10 points in that period, brought the Knights back into it. Knights outscore Phillip Barbour 27-10 in that period to get back in this game and tie it up at 53.
And here we go for the final frenetic fourth quarter.
And they go right back to one of their workhorses, Joshua Watson. He's back in the game and doing damage. Now a whistle.
Now ball tapped out over there on the far side.
They're going to call number 3 Whited with his third personal, I believe. Yep, third personal.
That'll send Smith across the way to inbound.
Back to Smith. He's going to take it out from deep. Go! Nick Smith buries it. He tickles the silk. Turnover back to Preston. Here they come across the timeline. Matheny sets it up. Preston gets their first lead of this ball game. 56-55, and a whistle and a call against number 10, Matlick.
Big elbow into the side of Smith to stop his progress into the paint.
That's the 16th foul. The next foul will put Preston in the bonus. Out to Smith. He's going to drive in, put a little floater on the glass, in and out. Oh, it just rimmed out.
And he nearly got a steal on the outlet pass.
Matlick barrels his way through. Zach Shannon takes a hard charge, and it comes back the other way.
Shannon standing his ground like a brick wall in front of the charging bull.
And that's 4 on Mr. Matlick. They can't afford to lose him for the rest of this game. So he'll take a seat on the bench. Watson back in the game. Fill that middle spot.
I would expect him back before the 4-minute mark.
Passing it around, they find Foltz with a little floater from the elbow. That's what we need, Jaden Foltz, to get warmed up here in the final period. Good looking shot. Big rebound, J.C. Harris off the miss. Knights set it up. Smith driving the baseline, up on the glass, go! Smith off the glass.
A little contact and he went to the floor, but.
And a timeout, Phillip Barbour.
That was probably a good non-call on the basket make by Smith. As he went down, popped right back up.
Just a great baseline drive by Nick Smith. Worked his way into the paint, cut it back inside, laid it off the glass.
And we may have just seen the official walk down there and tee up one of the Colts. A lot of finger pointing going on now. And all the officials are coming over. We'll await the call.
What do you think we were on? We weren't on that. They just teed up they just teed their guy up down here.
Okay, the official's going to come down and discuss with the Knight bench.
So we'll see what they call. It is definitely a technical foul. As Austin Matheny will go to the line. We didn't get any explanation from the official.
Yeah, I'll be interested in getting the details on that one because it came quickly right in front of the scorer's bench. During the first part of that timeout.
Misses both. A couple big free throws.
Now the Knights will have possession.
Call definitely against the coaching staff for some words that were said. So back come the Knights with possession. Foltz all the way, lays it on the glass. Not any good, but Shannon. Wow, what a rebound by Zach Shannon to go hard. And a block on the other side. Shannon's going to get tagged with the foul, but it looked like it was all ball.
Smith jumped almost completely over one of the Colts on the other side.
So that stops the clock at 5:57. 5:57. That's only Shannon's second foul. A miss by the Colts. He gets the second one to go. So after that big third quarter, the Knights got to keep pressing on here with a 62-56 lead. And we know Phillip Barbour's going to be all over him. Smith drives the baseline, and he's a blocking foul down on the baseline will go against number 5, Trevor Knight.
And early in that sequence, a nice pick by JC set at the elbow to get him free to loop around there.
This is the front of the one-on-one. Oh, nice wraparound move by Matheny. Gets the ball away. It trickled down to Smith, and he's fouled on the floor with a push on number 5. That's Maverick Williams. And that's the 10th team foul, so Smith will get 2. And all the rest of the Knights, every time they go to the line now, will get 2. Nick Smith. normally a great foul shooting team. We've missed the last 4 shots from the free throw line.
And going down the stretch, these are going to be big. Smith finally breaks the string and gets one to drop.
63-56 now. Wide open underneath. They found him open on the blocks, went straight to Knight for an easy 2 points. And then we throw it away, almost into us.
Well, Terry, I didn't know you were suited up for tonight's game. Nice catch.
Almost. Stove finger out of it. Trying to keep it off the equipment. Rebound out of there, Matheny. Good job. Foltz kicks it up. Now on the fast break, JC's going to take one from outside and gets it to go. JC Harris.
He's done a little bit of everything else tonight. Might as well get in on the scoring.
Almost a steal, but right up on the glass goes number 5. Thomas Knight is not the biggest person in the world, but man, I'll tell you what, he's not afraid to go to the glass. And how could there not have been a foul on that? He rode him all the way up the floor and no call. And then Matheny trapped underneath. Finally tipped out off of a Colt. Coach wanted a foul over the back call.
Yeah,
didn't get it.
Paul Kuntz did everything but illustrate that they put a saddle on him that time and rode him like one of the Colts.
And another turnover. Back come the Colts. Heavy pressure. The Knights are starting to crumble here. They are just all over them.
And Preston's going to take a timeout.
Good timeout. Got to calm them down. Let them know, look, you guys are going to get hammered. So you better be ready for it.
They're 10 ticks away from the midpoint of this fourth quarter.
Trevor Thomas will be checking in. Give a little more toughness.
Yeah, a one-possession contest, and that's not where the Knights need to be going down the stretch in this one.
Shannon will come back in the game.
Pep band doing a nice job firing up the crowd and the Castle Crazies here tonight. Always more fun when the pep band can come in and get involved. We've had the pep band a couple of times. We've had the jazz band up on the upper concourse. Nice to see some of that entertainment coming back into the mix here at Preston home games. That's old school. We used to have that back in the day.
That's right.
The pep band was there, and it fired the crowd up and fired the team up. And I'm happy to see that we're returning to some of that here.
All right, turnovers will play big here in the last 4 minutes. Preston's got to hold on to the ball. And a 5-second call.
Knights unable to get it in. Confusion off the inbound. Players going in every direction but the right one. And that gives the Colts fresh legs here. At the 4-minute mark.
Smith with the steal, and has the ball taken away from him, but Shannon on the other end. Now Nick will go to the hole with it. Goes up strong, scores it off the glass.
Nice job by Nick to protect the ball that time, get it to the side of the rim and off the glass.
I'm sure he wanted to see that open up a little bit so he could make it a jam fest, but he didn't get that opportunity. Now they get Smith with a reach. I got that with being, I believe, his third personal. Yep, that's 3 on Nick. Got 3 up there. Shot came from deep. That was Bibby, I believe, with his first tray of the ball game. Another turnover, and it's getting really sloppy for the Knights. Little Euro step.
That's going to put the Colts back at the line with the clock stopped in a 2-point ball game here.
They can tie this up.
Nothing they could have asked for better than this scenario. Now we've got a little confrontation between Paul Kuntz and one of the officials, and Coach Bodkin wisely comes over and grabs Kuntz and puts him in his seat.
Trevor Thomas going to take one from outside. Buries it! He buries it! Big time shot from Trevor Thomas off the bench for Preston. Just when they needed the help, they got it. And right back. This game is a battle down to the end. Number 3, Whited.
That one a long deuce, so it remains a 1-point lead for Preston.
Back into Jaden. Jaden finds, what a no-look pass from Jaden Foltz to Zach Shannon. Caught him right on the layup, up on the board strong. What a no-look pass.
That's the hours of hard work this team has put in to get it together to that degree.
Foltz with the rebound, kicks it down to Matheny. Matheny wisely holds it up. Now they try to trap him out front. Back to Foltz. Foltz being pushed by Whited all over the floor. No call finally. That reach will go as they get Trenton Whited with the personal foul. A lot of arm contact.
Then the trailing official gave him more than enough rope to hang himself right there, because there was contact about 4 times, at least as vociferous as the one that drew the foul.
Jaden Strong at the charity stripe. That was number 4 on Whited. So we've got several of the Colts in foul trouble right now with 1:54 to go in the game. Ooh. Jaden Foltz good with that basket. From deep, no good. Smith with the big rebound as Matlick tried one from way outside. It was an air ball. Smith drives it down. He finds Trevor in the corner, and he sticks it into the board.
The one thing we haven't seen in this game was the old stuck ball.
But the arrow in favor of the Knights, so it stays with Preston. Brian Brandt checking into the game for Preston.
Minute 38 to go in this one. By no means
Trevor Thomas
is it decided.
Trevor Thomas comes off the floor after a big tray, lifted us up. Now they kick it to Smith. He's going to take one from outside. No good. Shannon right back up with the rebound, misses it. Still fighting for the ball, and out of there come the Colts. Coast to coast the other way. They missed the layup. That was Matlick. Boy, they got Foltz trapped. He gets it across. His body's flying all over the floor, and finally.
Late whistle comes as Smith bends over, and one of the Colts does a flying Olympic vault over his back.
All he needed was a saddle.
And Nick stood up and just took a look at the official like, you got to be kidding.
It has gotten pretty strong here in this final period. Nick rolls that one in.
A good game by Smith tonight, but he's had a hard time getting his offense untracked with a few exceptions. And it's been a tough night at the line, but he's shooting his way through it, got them both.
I got him unofficially with 16 in the second half, Steve.
That's a pretty good comeback for a guy that went into the locker room at halftime with 2.
That's the 4th personal on Nick Smith, I believe. Let's see what they were arguing about how many he had, but yeah, that's 4. I had him with 3.
Big miss on the first free throw.
76-68 in favor of our Preston Knights. What a comeback.
Less than a minute to go. Less than a minute to go. The Knights are going to have to win this one at the line.
Yeah, you can better believe they're going to foul every time the ball comes in.
Second free throw was good, makes it 76-69, and pressure full court as the Knights bring it in.
They get it to Fultz. Fultz double team, breaks the double team, finds Shannon all alone. Beautiful pass. All from Jaden Fultz. Man, what a no-look pass. From deep, no good. Rebound, Shannon out of there. Fultz. Fultz back to Smith. Time running out. And they foul Fultz. They had to do something. Only 23
and a half. 23 and a half remaining. And the Knights a little more in control of the outcome of this one now. If they can make a couple here and get to 80, they're going to be in pretty good shape. Fultz with a miss on the initial free throw there. We'll have one more coming. And the officials working to get substitution in for the Colts, and they got a couple players now that are going to make their way out. All right, second free throw set to go here is Fultz, and that one up and good. So the Knights with 79, and the Colts got to go fast now, try to make something happen. Want a three-point shot, get one deep in the corner that doesn't drop, and the ball batted around. Phillip Barbour will keep it inside 10.
And they get a big 3 and a timeout from Cody Cooper as he comes into the game and drills one from outside the arc. But I think it's too little, too late.
Yeah, I'm not sure they've got a 5-second 7-point play to tie this one up.
Preston Knight,
and they need to get possession.
Preston Knight cheerleaders thinking so down there.
Yeah, they're getting wound up. The band is hamming it up across the way a little bit. The Castle Crazies, as a unit, kind of make a big exhale.
So a quick foul puts Jaden Fultz back to the line with 3.8 seconds.
Fultz has been the designated free throw shooter tonight, not the only Knight to make it to the line. Chance of warm up the bus and hey, hey, hey across the way. And Paul Kuntz not pulling a Krzyzewski and misunderstanding what they're chanting. That was a little bizarre. And for folks who don't know, Mike Krzyzewski got on his own students because he thought they were chanting something that they weren't at the opposing coach, who was a former Duke player and star and coach.
And that's the end of it.
80-72. What a great comeback for Preston. And I'm going to say an all-around effort, but the Knights certainly had their stars. And if I had to pull one out of the deck and say player of the game, I'd give it to Zach Shannon here tonight, because he was a little bit of Mr. Everything on the boards and scoring the ball and defending and blocking and stealing with wanton abandon. Nick Smith, a nice second half after being put upon initially by the Colts from Phillip Barbour. But Preston picks up win number 6 here. And Terry Cochran is going to get a quick moment with Coach Paul Kuntz before he heads off to celebrate with his team in the locker room.
Coach, you're down 43-26 or something at halftime.
Yep.
What did you do to fire those boys up in the second half?
Well, first thing I told them is I don't know who was out there. Didn't look like anybody was having any fun, and we're playing scared. Why? And they all shook their heads, and I said, well, good news is we're going to make some adjustments. We're going to move the ball more because we're not running our offense. You know, we need to get it on defense, and, you know, we need to play our ball and quit being scared and go out there and have some fun. That's what they did.
Nick Smith only had 2 points in that first period. He comes back with 16, I believe, in that second half, along with a couple other players. Zach Shannon had 16, and then I believe Mr. Matheny had 14 right there in that second half to pull you guys back in this game. And Jaden Foltz, the passes he made in that second half were unbelievable.
Well, I tell you, I challenged them all at halftime, and you know, I got in Jaden a little bit, and I said, hey, you're the quarterback. Settle this thing down and play like I have 100% confidence in that young man. He's a great point guard, and he just did what we had to do. He found the open man, made that extra pass. I mean, we came out and we played team ball, and we did a great job in that second half.
Yeah, you did, Paul. That was a great victory, a great comeback win. Tell your players they couldn't have played any harder in that second half.
I sure will, Terry. Thank you.
All right, back to you, Steve. Close it out.
23-point effort for Josiah Matlick unofficially for Phillip Barbour, and a great effort by that young man, but it was not enough in the end to overcome our Preston Knights, who do something that we've been waiting for them to do, and that is face the adversity of being down in the late going and then come back and take control and be dominant in a game. And they did it tonight with some style and some substance and with a lot of teamwork, and I love seeing that teamwork out there. Again, my vote for player of the game, Zach Shannon, a little bit of Mr. Everything. And that takes absolutely nothing away from Nick Smith, Jaden Foltz, or anybody else in the black, white, and silver who was on this court tonight for Preston. Well, that's another exciting one in the book here in Kingwood as the Knights move to 6-6 and pick up another win. That's 2 wins in a row. Folks, get ready for more Preston Knight varsity basketball. Now, Monday night, they'll be down at Morgantown High on the 3rd. That's a short drive. You need to get out there and show these boys how much you appreciate the love they have for the game, because if there was ever a week that they needed it, they need it. And I think this team made a mark and turned a corner here tonight. Terry, any final words for the folks at home?
I was just so excited to watch this team play, to come out in the second half with the energy they did. And they did not give up. That's one thing that we've seen over the Knights over the past 10 years. The teams would give up after they were down in the first half. This team fought hard. I don't know what Coach Kuntz got into them at the break, but he got them fired up, and they were ready to play.
Well, he ripped the page discourage out of the dictionary. He won't let them read that page. I don't know what other words they may ever need that are on there, but these boys aren't going to learn those words.
No.
That page is going.
Go down to Morgantown.
Yeah.
They played Morgantown really well up here. They just let up in the second half, and Morgantown finally eked that out.
And I'm going to be honest, that was a different team than the one we saw tonight. This team would have been dead even at the buzzer with that Morgantown team. Now, both of these squads, Coach Tallman down there, I'll guarantee you his team's better than it was then. Our team's better than it was then. Folks, going to be a great effort in Morgantown by both of them. That's worth the money. Go down there, pay your $5, buy some city popcorn, and let's get it done. But for Terry Cochran, for Dan Sims, Bob Meisner, and the Big Texan Rick Walker, I've got my Big Texas tea again tonight in his honor. I think it's becoming a thing of luck. We say goodnight, folks, here on Hometown TV. We thank you for tuning in. We'll see you around town, on the internet, on the air, on Atlantic Broadband, wherever we see you. Let's go Knights. And good night, everybody.
The Wound Care Center at Preston Memorial Hospital features the Wound Vac that helps wounds heal faster.
Being diabetic, I have a wound that was not healing, and the Wound Vac helps with suctioning the bad fluids out and helps the wound to heal faster.
Fortunately for Susan, we were able to use the Wound Vac technology. This helps improve the wound bed and allows the new tissue to grow and close the wound much quicker.
Call our Wound Care Center at 304-329-3348.
Ed B, do you know why I stopped you? Well, your sticker is dead, wires are coming out of your tires, and I heard your brakes squealing from way back yonder. You need to get to the tire ladies, get in alignment, get the brakes put on this thing, get it inspected, and while you're there, you might as well get your oil changed. And if you don't, next time I see you, you're getting a ticket. Barney, put that bullet away.
Rainbow Tire, the tire lady takes care of me.
At the Landing Dental Spa, our goal is to provide quality dental care at a relaxed spa-like atmosphere. Dental chairs with heat and massage, warm neck wraps, and personal TVs make your appointment as stress-free as possible. Located off the Pierpont exit, now accepting new patients of any age. Call 304-594-2200 today and visit our website at www.thelandingdentalspa.com to schedule an appointment. The Landing Dental Spa, a healthy smile with peace of mind.
Hi, Kent and Melissa with Delano's Furniture. For nearly 50 years, our family store has been known for low prices, great customer service, and quality home furnishings.
Our nationwide low price guarantee means you'll save more on name brands like Catnapper,
Best,
Von Bassett,
Serta,
Franklin,
and the Almost Heaven mattress collection made right here in West Virginia. If you want to spend more at an overpriced big furniture store, that's your business.
But at Delano's, our business is to save you money.
So come in and see for yourself and experience
the Delano's difference.